All right, sixth graders. We're going to learn about linear equations today. And specifically, what to do with them, graphing them. Okay? Graphing linear equations. Now, a linear equation, that term is a term for an equation that produces a line on a graph. Okay? And we've been graphing these lines the last couple days. We're going to use this procedure to graph a linear equation. First, we're going to make a t-chart of values. And this is what a t-chart looks like. It's got the two variables on it, x and y. Then we're going to choose some numbers to use for x to put into the equation. And remember when you substituted numbers into an expression to find an answer, to evaluate it? When we evaluate it, we're going to find the number that goes with that number. We're going to find the answer using the number that we choose. Then we're going to plot those points that we find on the graph and draw our line. Okay? So, let's start with this example. This is number 1 on your worksheet. So if you go to your worksheet, we'll do this one together. Go, Jaden. All right. Example number 1. What are some, we're going to make a t-chart. Now choose some numbers to use for x to substitute into this equation. So what we want to do is we want to choose some numbers that we can easily work with, that are easy to multiply. Okay? What's the easiest number to multiply? 0. 0 is always the easiest number to work with because when you multiply anything times 0, you get 0. So let's put 0 into the equation for x. Remember, we're going to choose numbers for x to find the number that goes with it for y. So, put the number in for x. 4 times 0 plus 1. What is 4 times 0 plus 1? 1. So, this means that when x is 0, y is 1. And this is a ordered pair that we can graph. 0, 1. Remember when you did that yesterday? Numbers from the chart going on in the graph? Pick another one that's easy to work with. 1. 1 is an easy number to work with. 1 times 4. So 4 times 1 plus 1. So when x is 1, y is 5. You're getting this.
Yeah.
Now we have 2 points that we can put on the graph. And anytime you have 2 points, you can draw a line. Okay? Now, let's do another point just to check and make sure that we're doing this right. If you have 3 points, now you know that you haven't made a mistake. If all 3 points line up, it's a way of checking yourself. Okay? So let's use -1 as a point. Let's try -1. 4 times -1 plus 1. What's 4 times -1 plus 1? 4 times -1 plus 1, Devlin.
4 times -1?
Yep.
-4?
Close. This is -4. Now plus 1.
-3?
-3. Very good. And so now we have a third point that we can put on the graph. So let's graph these points. 0, 1. You go over 0 and up 1. 1, 5. Go 1 to the right and up 5. And let's go -1, 3. So 1 to the left and down 3. Do those points line up? Do they make a line? Yeah. Connect the dots with a straight line and put arrows on the end. What do the arrows mean? What do the arrows mean? Yeah, the number of solutions that we're finding for this. Could we find more numbers that work that are solutions? How many solutions are there, Krista? But how many are there really that would work for this equation? More than that. What if, could we pick any number for x and find the number that goes with it? Any number, negative or positive, right? That's why, now, they have to work with each other. We can't just put random numbers here like 5 and 10 because they're not related in the same way, right? But we could use 5 and then find the number that goes with 5, right? Do you understand why we have to have a line? Because the line is the solution. The line shows us that there's an infinite number of solutions that are combinations that work. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's try another one. Go to the other side. Yep, because I think you know how to do 2. Skip to number 4 on the other side. Number 4 on the other side. What's the equation given in number 4? Danny? Number 4. We're going to graph an equation. Belina? What's that? What's that equation? Yeah, y equals negative x. There's no numbers. What do we do? It looks different. Is it really any different?
No.
No, not really. We can still use the same numbers for x that we want to. 0, 1. We use negative 1 also. Now, here's something we have to do with this one though. And it's a good idea to do this anytime you're substituting numbers in. Always put the numbers in what? Parentheses. Right. So if we put 0 in, oops, a negative sign, and then 0, right? So what does y equal when x is 0? Yeah, this would be 0. So y equals 0. 0, 0 is one of the points. How about 1? Y is equal to negative parentheses 1. So what is y equal to in this case? What is it? Somebody whispered it. Negative 1. How about negative 1? Exactly. Now we would put in the minus sign right here is this minus sign, then parentheses, and then negative 1. So by putting in the parentheses, it really helps us to make sure that we're always putting in the correct number. 0, 1, negative 1. Sit down, please. You gotta have permission to get up. So this is positive 1. Not yet. Now, Let's graph these numbers. 0, 0, 1, negative 1. So to the right 1, down 1. And negative 1, 1. So this line goes down and to the right. Okay? Any questions on that one? Any questions on what we're doing? All right. Finish the worksheet. Now you can sharpen your pencil.